Welcome to this webinar on the use of Moodle, particularly addressed to new lecturers or even those with experience in Moodle in Comboni College of Science and Technology that maybe they find some new tools in the version we have installed, the version number 4.4. We are going to start reflecting together why it is important to use a learning management system. We will analyze some of the experiences we had in the past. Then we will see how to start a course from scratch in the new version. There is also a new tool of video conference integrated in this new version of Moodle, Jitsi. We will also see how to download the Moodle application in Sudan as it is forbidden or it is not available. You have to use VPN. We will see some details about. Also, we will hear about the question of editing the personal profile, different channels for the communication between the student and the lecturer, and what to do when someone lost the password. The Ministry of Higher Education and Scientific Research of Sudan is supporting this digital transition of universities in Sudan. They prefer that we shift into online activities or universities establish new premises in safe areas. They are here in Port Sudan. Red Sea University is hosting some universities. For instance, Al-Ahliya University is hosting an Nahda University, also in Kassala and in the northern province. In our case, we are inside the secondary school, and from here we manage our online activities. In this map, you can see in green the areas under the control of the army, and in brown the areas under the control of the rapid support forces. You also find the cities or locations from where our students of the Bachelor of Nursing came some days ago for the clinical practice, and gives you an idea about the situation of our students, but also of our staff members. Those in Sudan, but also we have a good community in Cairo and Juba. The question of using the learning management system is not just related to the fact of facing an emergency, but even before, as some of you experienced, we use it after Corona with the idea of enriching the learning experience of our students, the idea of developing their digital skills, preparing them for long life self-development. But also it was demanding for teaching staff, as in the platform they are supposed to define clearly learning objectives, contents, references for every lesson. So at the end, this increases the quality of the teaching staff. Moodle is not a store of learning contents. It should be an online community, an online learning community. Some of you or some of us, we have WhatsApp groups with relatives, with classmates of primary school, where we share social aspects. We may organize events and gatherings. In this case, Moodle is the platform around a lecturer facilitates the learning experience of a learning community. During the Corona pandemic, we released this questionnaire that was answered by a big number of students. We realized that some of them had very good level of English, those who study primary school in English, mainly in the diplomas of IT accounting and IT management. Instead, those of the Bachelor of English because of having studied in Sudan in Arabic, their initial level of English was lower. And for some of them, the fact of having the learning management system in English implies a second challenge additional to the digital one. So this is something that we should all bear in mind, that the students may face two challenges, the digital one plus the linguistic one. Most of our students use WhatsApp, as you can see. Mainly WhatsApp is the main social media, also application. Many also use Facebook, and even email was already entering at the time of Corona. Now, little by little, our students are also using email. In fact, they were claiming not to have more information about activities of the college through the email. When they define the difficulties they face, one is very logic, no? The difficulty to for the internet connection. Some of our students now they sat for exam through Starlink. But another one that is interesting is the challenge to organize their time. When they were coming to the college, so they had to wake up at a certain time, take the muasalat, take their lesson, the break. After they were finishing, they could remain with some classmates in the college. So this kind of dynamics was organizing their time. Now, when they are at home studying online, they don't have this kind of external rule, and therefore it is important that also we support them to organize their time. Now we are going to see different elements that intervene in our learning experience, or the learning experience of our students. We have a web developer who is the one taking care of having the system working, hosted in our website. We have a learning management system manager who is Wisdom, the one providing username and password for students and lecturers opening courses. We have incorporated the role of a virtual tutor, Sarah, who is in charge of organizing some activities of introduction to the use of the platform, keeping contact with the students, welcoming them, but also following how much they enter the platform in case they do not enter, why, and then maybe raising reports to heads of department, program coordinators about the performance or the access of the students to the platform. And as I said, also keeping contact with them to see if we can support them. And the other two important roles surely are the lecturer and the student. So if we want to access the platform, the first step could be to go to the website of the college. There you find the tab e-learning. You can click there unless you wish to click directly on the respective URL address, this one on the top, elearningcombonihartoon.com. Then you log in with the username and password you have received from the Learning Management System Manager. And after that, you can scroll down until you find your courses. In my case, they are part of this diploma in IT management in the third year. I go backwards. It is in the sixth semester. Sorry, the third year, semester 6. Educational Administration is the name of the course I am going to share with you. And here what I have in a first moment is a word of welcoming to the students with some very short indications for the students, easy to read, with the main idea of the course. I announced that I will propose a weekly video conference for the students every Saturday at 10. It's an example from the 20th of July. And then these video conferences, they will remain recorded. Then I also explained that at the end of every lesson, there is a forum where students can ask questions. We will see that the forum is very useful because it will be possible for all to see the answers, my answers to the different students, but also to see the questions of the others so that they don't repeat the same questions. And concerning the ways to contact with me, I say that we can use also the messaging system of Moodle. How I can write this? So first I have to go to the edit mode here. And now you see that I can edit this section, this name, or here I can edit the settings. And in this box, I can write the text I wish to share with the students. I could even share a picture, a video. I can record an audio, etc., or share a link. So once, even if you have in a Word file your materials, you can copy and paste on this box, and after that, save changes. I have a forum for general questions, not related to the specific contents of a didactic unit. A general presentation of the course where the students can see the criteria for the assessment, channels for communication, contents. You also find this small panel that we will not explain now. It will be explained later on. It has to do with the exams. Small is a proctoring company, which means a company specialized in the safety for online exams with whom we are having a contract so that we will improve the safety of our own exams that will be online, all of them. If I am not adding new activities, or for instance, if I want to add an activity, I go here, add an activity or resource. This is similar to the previous version. I will explain also one of the differences. Now, if I put the edit mode off, you will see that I cannot add activities. The edit mode is off. And on the left, I have the different units. So I can go directly now to unit 1, for instance, no? Where I have an introduction. And here, I like to put the dates to facilitate the organization of the time of the students. So unit 1, the title of the didactic unit, but also the time frame to help the students so that if the student enters on the 27th of July, he knows that it's already late as he's entering into the time of the second didactic unit. So he should have completed the tasks in this frame of time. Normally, I propose a chapter of a book. I have written one, so it is the first unit corresponds with this first chapter. A PowerPoint that I use for the presentation for the video conference, but I think it is very important that the learning materials do not limit to PowerPoint. They should be much richer as we are at university level. I also add a conceptual map. I select one video from YouTube that may facilitate the learning process of the student. As we know, some of them are good readers, some of them are good viewers. Everyone has ways to deepen into the course. I have some tasks. Here is the forum for questions related to Unit 1. So let us now imagine I want to embed a video that I consider, I recorded myself, or maybe I found an interesting one in YouTube. So first I have to put the edit mode on. Once edit mode is on, I go to add activity or resource. And then I have this menu where I have different applications integrated in Moodle. You can plan for a chat, right? For instance, if you want to say, okay, I record my video conference, and then every Saturday at 10, we will plan for a chat session where we can exchange, discuss about the video or the learning contents I have shared. That the chat is synchronous, it is live, but demands very light internet. If you want to upload a file, even if you want to upload a folder, all this is possible. Here you have already integrated the application of Jitsi, as I said before. And one of the differences between this version and the previous one is that in the past you have label. Here you have text and media area. For instance, if I want to add a video, I can use this. For example, a video of introduction to management, for instance. Here I can prepare a text. Watch this video and share, for instance, about the most meaningful characteristic of the management process according to this video, for instance. Then the video, if you go to YouTube and you find the video you wish to share, so I am going to YouTube administration tutorial, for instance. After I saw that this video, it is wonderful, I copy the URL address. And now here I can just paste. I can paste the URL address, or even I can put it better. Here you see this icon for link. Text to display, watch video. I enter the URL and I create a link to watch the video, for instance. Actually, you can put the words you prefer. Then I save and return to the course. And this is the video I brought from YouTube. If now we turn editing mode off, you will see the way the student see the video, like this. If you want to upload a PDF file, for instance, you have to turn editing mode on, first step. And then you have to scroll down until add an activity or resource. And for instance, as I said before, if it is a file, you go to the icon of file. You can write the title, chapter 1 contents, for instance, whatever you decide. Read this chapter. and then you upload you upload the file. Anyway, now let us think that is in the file. Upload this file. Surely there is a limitation. I think it's to 5 megabytes. If you have, this is a heavy file, this is why it is taking time. If you have a very heavy file, it is better to upload it in your Google Drive, for instance, or Dropbox, and then to provide the link. This is what happened. No? I chose a very heavy file. Now it is uploading into the file picker. Other activities that are very useful in addition to the forum, the chat, uploading files, inserting links are the quizzes, but this we will see later on in the webinar headed by Francisco for languages. So here we finish the first part of this video.